As we approach the end of 2023, where has this year gone? It means we are getting closer to January, which is not only your boy's birthday, but it's also the launch of Palworld. Now, I have covered a lot of Palworld previously, but it always felt so far away. Anyway, in preparation for the launch of Palworld, we are going to be diving headfirst into anything and everything Pocketpair has posted, starting with a recent Q&A. Pocketpair posted, "Hello everyone, the Q&A, which you so kindly provided questions for back in June, is finally ready. Questions have been selected by the team and answered by Takuro and Hawkward in a video for you all to enjoy. Of course, more events like this, including PAL naming and Caztecx, will continue to come. Thank you for your continued support. Don't forget to wishlist Palworld on Steam. I'll put the link for that in the description. So let's check out this Q&A and break it all down. I'll also put the link for this video in the description as well for you to check out for yourselves."
Hello everyone, welcome to PAL News. I am in charge of development, direction, marketing, data analysis, translation, sound.
Right now, I basically didn't hear a thing of that. Whoever put this music in the background obviously doesn't own speakers or a headset, so we're going to put on subtitles. We're going to try that again.
Hello everyone, welcome to PAL News. I am in charge of development, direction, marketing, data analysis, translation, sound, and appearance on videos. My name is Hawkward. My favorite video game is Dwarf Fortress. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Takuro Mizobe, CEO of Pocketpair. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Being a producer and a director at the Pocketpair. Starting with the game Over Dungeon, Craftopia, AI Art Imposter, and Palworld that plan to be released in a near future. I'm so happy to be this show today. The game I'm playing recently is Dredge.
Thank you so much. Today's news will proceed with me and Mizobe-san.
Okay, let's do this.
This video is all about answering the Palworld's questions.
I feel like that wasn't a very good answer to the question, because the question mainly aimed towards it being lucrative. I understand what he's saying, like real life, some people are nice, some people are not, but in games, which is what we're talking about, if it heavily benefits the player to enslave them, but just being a nice person in the game, that isn't really an incentive. The incentive would be to be the bad person, because that's what benefits you. So although yes, you got some people who would do this, some people who would do that, in terms of progression and being lucrative, like the question said, being bad does seem the way to go.
Can pals revolt?
If pals are treated too terrible like in the reality, I think it's not hard to imagine that they will be against you.
So treating them well.
World games that recently released. Please look forward to it.
Okay, now a nice comparison would have been there compared to Seamless map of Craftopia, but we don't know when this was actually done, so perhaps they hadn't released the Seamless map by this point. But in terms of the size of the map, I don't really think it matters too much. Most open world games, they're not very small maps, so there's going to be a good size regardless. What matters more is what's on the map. Is it nice and filled out? Is there lots going on? The one problem we're finding with the Seamless map in Craftopia right now is it's pretty empty. But of course, that's still in development. But there's lots of areas where there's just nothing there. So the size there is irrelevant. What's the point in having a massive map if 50% of it is empty? I'd rather a smaller, more condensed map with lots going on. But either way, good question and good answer.
As well.
Well, when mods are supported, we want many mods to be released.
Okay. Now, if you've been in this community for a while, you may know my takes on mods. I love quality of life mods. I love fun mods. But that also opens the door to cheating mods, like spawning items, duplicating stuff, and that side of things I can't stand. I personally would rather scrap all mods, no mods allowed, just to make everybody be on that same playing field. It completely takes the fun out of it when realistically, 85% of the community mods the hell out of their games. Every PAL will be max level, they have every PAL in the game. Most people did the exact same thing with Craftopia. It made it so when you see people's cool armor builds or cool base builds, doesn't matter. Who cares? If the items are spawned in, does it really count? A lot of pals, and I absolutely love that there's going to be such a wide range and we've barely seen any of them. I personally can't wait to get to work on that collection and try and catch them all. However, It does go back to the previous question. Does anyone's PAL collection really matter? Because most of the community will just spawn in every one of those PALs and capture everything. In fact, I guarantee that within the week of release, someone will have captured every single PAL. Which, fair enough, if that's how you want to play, I'm just saying, it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. But either way, awesome goals, crazy amounts of PALs, and as the dude on the left keeps saying,
hands to build. So only parts with hands can help you build in the game. Let me ask you, is it possible for birds to build something?
But birds
Nests.
make nests.
my boy.
Then they can build it, right?
Oh, I didn't have the idea. I will discuss it with the development team later.
Okay, good point, good point. They do need hands to build. Do we really need a big bird's nest? But I kind of wish they focused on things outside of building there. Like we've seen in various trailers, do all the electric PALs just help with electric? Do all of the water PALs just help with water and plants? Or can we start to mix and match some stuff and have water PALs filling up water as well as water in the crops? Electric PALs doing various things? It would have been nice to get a little bit more clarification on that outside of building.
Games? How the game plays, environmental sounds and interactive sounds is a great challenge. We are passing the sound quality in Palworld and hoping to release the soundtrack as well.
Okay, now I am a fan of soundtracks in games, but we did also hear that Craftopia was going to get a completely revamped soundtrack, blah blah blah, and it sucks. The audio in Seamless is terrible. The music doesn't start at the right times. There is a range of music as you enter each biome, but enemies coming at you, things like that, is very late, none of it's on time. It just doesn't really work. So I really do hope to see a big improvement on what they did with Seamless, something along the lines of what Grounded did. Grounded's soundtrack? Yes! Thank you, whoever asked that question. So this month, if everything goes to plan, Crafttopia's Seamless map will be adding servers, and we will be starting the Caztecx server. And now it looks like we will be starting a Caztecx Palworld server. But the great thing is about it is you can actually choose PvE and PvP. Now I know a lot of people are not fans of PvP, I'm not either. But to have it as a setting and do it right under our control is so much better than normal PvP games. So I am very pleased with this. That makes me a lot more excited.
What happens if I die in the game? Will I...
Parts and need to get them back again. But it's one of the fun parts of survival game, we think.
Okay, so they're saying depending on difficulty and settings. So this looks like it's going to go down the same route as the Seamless map update. The Seamless map update has just given us custom difficulty settings. So you're able to choose what happens when you die. Do you drop 25% of your materials? Do you lose everything? Or do you just drop nothing at all? This is very cool. I do like this. I personally quite like the idea of the gravestones in Craftopia, so you have to get your stuff back from where you died. But some people just can't be bothered with that, so they can change it and make it so they drop nothing, they just die, lose some money, and they get back in the action. It seems like Palworld is going to go down that same route. So it could be that there's various settings such as drop resources but keep pals, or you lose everything. So yeah, that's kind of obvious. It would have been cool to see the difference between a male and female, but then of course that relies on two different designs for each pal. With most games like this, such as Pokemon, for the most part you can't tell what gender a Pokemon or monster is. It's usually just something within their descriptions or their stats, and that allows us to make those distinctions.
What platform will Palworld be on?
We've announced that Palworld is available on Steam and Xbox so far. We will announce it again if the final decision is made in the future.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you again soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Couple of closing points here from me. I would have liked to see some questions in regards to automations, but one of the questions I would have really liked to know, how's our cross-platform looking? They've already confirmed Xbox and Steam, but can Xbox and Steam play together? That makes a massive difference to those servers, those guilds, everything. It's something that I've personally really wanted on Craftopia, and we've never got it. So I would have liked to know, is this something that we can look forward to in Palworld? But perhaps the question was asked and they just chose not to to answer it. But either way, fantastic Q&A. I do hope that they host more of these in the future, but I do think it's probably unlikely. But perhaps we can get one at the end of the year prior to the launch, which would be awesome. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please do drop a like and subscribe. Join the Caztecx Discord. All the links are down below. Recently, I've been getting a lot of comments asking if I'm going to continue the PAL deck breakdowns. And I absolutely will, but I do have a lot of catching up to do. But they would make great Palworld videos while we wait for more news. Other than that, just a quick Discord note. We are now running giveaways every Monday for every Discord user. Or giveaways every single day for users who choose to boost the Caztecx server. Just a little something for me to give back to show my appreciation for supporting me and the Caztecx. But that's it from me. I got PAL decks to get on with. Peace!